G'day guys, Butcher Benny T here with another video for you. This is the first video I'm going to do on cooking. So I'm going to take you through, you saw there I did a video on removing the lamb's brains. So this is a follow-up from that. I'm going to show you how to prepare them and cook them. So I've had them soaking in this water here for a couple of hours. It's mainly just to drain the blood out of them. Bit of salt water in the fridge for a couple of hours just to drain them. Now we're going to tidy them up. So you can see the brains in one piece there. So for a start, all these little loose ends, get rid of those. Trim that up. Take that middle piece out, sort of up the middle. And you'll have it in two nice little pieces like that. So we'll do all those. I'll sit them on some paper towel just to dry them out. I'll go through all of them while I've got you here. So just in half again. These white bits there, you want to trim that out. They're pretty mushy, so that just comes off easy. Take that out on the paper towel. That piece there. That piece there. Lamb's brains are one of those things that a lot of people will turn their nose up to. They think, oh, lamb's brains. For me, I don't think they're too bad. I'd prefer to eat this than a liver or a kidney. The brain, well, especially in a sheep, doesn't do a real lot. So, whereas your liver and kidneys, one of them's a wee strainer and the other one takes toxins out of the body. So the brain's probably pretty good as far as offal goes. So if you haven't tried it, hopefully after you watch this, you're willing to give it a go, because it is actually not too bad once you get past the thought of what it is. It's pretty good. There we go. One more to go. So there was 5 brains here, so we're going to have 10 pieces. Another one there. That one. There we go. Rightio, so we'll just put another piece of paper towel on those, just to dry them a little bit. I mean, they probably don't need to be dried that much, because I'm about to put them in hot water and blanch them. So next step is, I'm going to grab them from here, I'm going to take them over to the stove. I've got some hot water on the go there, and we'll blanch them. You don't want to boil them, you just want the water just barely simmering, and you'll put them in there for, they'll be in there for about 2 minutes. We'll blanch them, take them out, put them in the fridge, let them cool down for an hour or so, and then I'm going to grab them and I'm going to crumb them and fry them up. So we'll go over to the stove, we'll drop them in, and we'll do the next step there. Rightio, you can see here I've got the water on the go. We're just getting a few bubbles on it. There's the brains there. So we're going to drop them in, and we'll give them about 2 minutes in there. So I'll drop them all in. The water will cool down, obviously, once these go in. You can see there they are pretty mushy at the moment. This sort of just sets them up, cooks them through a little bit, and then we can cool them down, crumb them and fry them up. There we go, they're all in there. So we'll let them go for a couple of minutes, and then we'll whip them out. Rightio, so they've been in probably about 2.5 minutes. You can see the water's changed colour a bit. So we'll whip them out. They're firmed up a bit. I'll grab them all out. I'll put them on this paper towel here. And then we'll get them in the fridge, cool them down and crumb them. Yeah, they all are out. So I'll get those in the fridge now, cool them down. We'll come back in about an hour and do the next step. Rightio, so I've just whipped these brains out of the fridge. They've been in probably more like an hour and a half. They're set up pretty well, they're a little bit firmer. So now I'm just going to go about crumbing them and then we'll fry them up. For a start, I'll whip the fry pan on. So I'm just using an electric fry pan. I'll heat her up, we just want to shallow fry them once they're crumbed. So I'm just using a bit of olive oil. I'll put that in just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. We'll heat that up while these are getting crumbed. So in the first bowl here, I've got just plain flour with a bit of salt and pepper. Now I've just got beaten up some eggs in there and then just breadcrumbs. So it's just a matter of dip them in the plain flour, into the egg, into the breadcrumbs. I try and keep this as clean as I can, so I'll keep the left hand in the breadcrumbs, and the right hand will do the flour and the egg. That way I won't get stuff stuck all over both hands. I'll only end up on one. So again, I'll just do a couple of these, and then I'll jump off, finish them off, and then we'll get to the cooking part. But you can see what I'm doing there. Do one more into the flour, give him a good roll around, he's nice and coated, into the egg, and then into the crumbs. You don't want to push on them too much because you'll squash them, but just firm enough that the breadcrumbs will stick. So it's as simple as that. Flour, nice and coated, into the egg, into the breadcrumbs. Rightio. I think you've got that worked out, so I'll continue doing these and then we'll jump back and we'll start cooking them up. Rightio, so we've got them all crumbed up. You can see there, they're starting to look a little bit more appetising than what they did when they were a brain. Without the crumbs on them. So I've had the oil heating up in the pan. I've just covered the bottom because we don't want to deep fry them. It's a shallow fry. You don't want your oil too hot, so I normally just grab a bit of the stuff off the side, drop it in the water, and hope that it sizzles a bit, which it did. So now we can go about dropping the brains on. They only need a couple of minutes, and you only flip them over once. So I'll get them all in there, or whatever I can fit in there. Get them cooking away. I think we're all going to fit on. There we go. Might give her a little bit more heat just to get them going. I've just got, once they're finished cooking, I'm just going to grab them out, put them on paper towel to drain that oil off them, and then they're pretty well good to eat. So I'll let that cook for a couple of minutes and we'll jump back and have a look at how they go. You can see them frying away there. I've just flipped them over. You don't want them, it's up to you, but you don't want them black. There was just enough oil covering, and you can see once you've actually put the brains in, the oil does come up a bit because they're obviously taking up a bit more room. So there they are there. We're not far off taking them out now, so we'll get them out in a second and we'll whack them on that paper towel and drain the excess oil off. Righto, so they've been on for about probably closer to 4 minutes. I think they're ready, so I'm just going to grab them off. You just want them a nice golden brown, so I whip them all off with the tongs, get them on this paper towel and drain all the oil off them. They look bloody spot on. For anyone still thinking little bloody lamb's brains, and you've never tried them, I suggest you you give them a whirl, because not only do they look good, it smells bloody good in here too. There they are. They look bloody spot on to me. Anyway, so that's how to go about preparing and cooking the lamb brains. You saw me take them out of the lambs. Then I've gone on and prepared them and cooked them for you. So the only thing left for you to do is give it a go yourself. You won't be sorry. You'll find they are actually quite nice. And yeah, invite your friends and family around and give them a go. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.